Texas man arrested for stalking Caitlin Clark in Indianapolis. She has been very fearful. A Texas man was arrested in Indianapolis this weekend on felony stalking charges related to Caitlin Clark after sending a series of sexually violent and threatening messages to the Indiana Fever star, local prosecutors said Monday. The Marion County Prosecutor's Office said in a statement that Michael Lewis, 55, has been arrested following an investigation that determined Lewis traveled to Indianapolis with the intent to be in close proximity to Clark, and then continued to send messages to Clark after being questioned by police about his behavior last week. Prosecutor's Office also filed an order requesting Lewis to stay away from Hinkle Fieldhouse and Gainbridge Fieldhouse, where the Fever play most of their WNBA home games. From NFL plays to college sports scores, all the top sports news you need to know every day. Lighter side of sports. Caitlin Clark joins Kelsey's to talk about Chiefs, making her mom a Swiftie. No matter how prominent a figure you are, this case shows that online harassment can quickly escalate to actual threats of physical violence, Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears said in a statement. It takes a lot of courage for women to come forward in these cases, which is why many don't. In doing so, the victim is setting an example for all women who deserve to live and work in Indy without the threat of sexual violence. We commend Pacers Sports and Entertainment and the Marion County Sheriff's Office for the swift and serious action that led to this weekend's arrest. Police discovered Lewis' recent messages, which were sent through his X account, had come from IP addresses at a Hilton Garden Inn in Indianapolis, as well as the downtown Indianapolis Public Library. Lewis' presence in Indianapolis was especially concerning given that he is a Texas resident, according to the affidavit for probable cause for the case. The Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department made contact with Lewis on January 8 at his hotel room concerning the messages, according to police documents. Lewis claimed posts that were threatening in nature were not from him and acknowledged, "This is just an imaginary relationship." Despite the encounter with law enforcement, the inappropriate messages from Lewis to Clark allegedly continued. The charging documents note that Lewis' attempts to message Clark after being in contact with law enforcement demonstrate a complete disregard for the seriousness of his conduct and a likelihood that he will attempt to continue his pattern of harassment. Clark told police in an interview conducted Saturday that she has been very fearful since learning of the messages, and that she has altered her public appearances and patterns of movement due to fear for her safety, according to the affidavit. Clark stated that she has become very concerned for her safety after learning that Lewis was in Indianapolis. Clark also stated that she doesn't know Lewis and has never responded to any of his messages or posts. The stalking charge levied against Lewis carries a sentencing range of 1 to 6 years and a fine of up to $10,000. Prosecutors have also filed a motion for greater than standard bond for Lewis. Clark has turned into the biggest draw in women's basketball and one of the country's most popular athletes regardless of sport by following up her record-breaking career at Iowa with WNBA Rookie of the Year honors this past season. She averaged 19.2 points, 8.4 assists and 5.7 rebounds per game for the Fever.